Hey butterflies, and welcome back to Evolving Butterfly with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose. I want to thank you all for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes here on the channel. It is ever appreciated. And a major shout out to all of my channel members and my patrons. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your continued support here on the channel. It's your support that helps me to keep going here on the platform. Now, in today's reading, we are getting into messages from your grandmother, okay? So what it's going to go about is we're going to channel which grandmother it is, what your relationship with them was like, and then we're going to get into all the messages that they have for you right now. I'm apologizing now if I get emotional during this reading. This reading was given to me to do, but there's a chance that sis may get a little emotional, okay, with y'all. So as a reminder, the butterflies will be on the screen and the timestamps. I'm going to have a sound. Oh, it's right here. I'm going to have a sound for you to choose from with each butterfly, and we'll go from there. So for butterfly number 1, butterfly number 2, butterfly number 3, and butterfly number 4. The timestamps for each one is down below. I'll meet you at your pile. Hey, for my butterflies, I selected pile number 1. We're going to get into your messages from your grandmother, okay? So we're going to start us off with your tarot. We're going to get into what your relationship was like with your grandmother, just to get you an idea to know which grandmother we are speaking about. And then I'm going to pull some zodiac cards as well to give you an idea for their sun, their moon, or their rising signs, okay? So we're going to start us off with our tarot. We have the Page of Batons. We have the Star card. And we have the Eight of Swords. All right, so starting off, your grandmother, she was very, very loyal to you. This fire energy is really coming out to me. This Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, but this Page of Batons showing that she was very, very loyal. She was someone who stood up for you, even when other people didn't stand up for you. And that's where the Star card is coming from, because I feel like it's something that your grandmother saw something in you that other people were unable to see. So even when you got into a lot of problems or you got in trouble and, you know, you seem to do it again and again, and that's this Eight of Swords energy, it's like she still saw the good in you, you know. It makes me think of the song, it's a gospel song, but says, you know, he saw the best in me when everyone else around me only saw the worst. I'm getting in here is that your grandmother saw the best in you, and it made you be more loyal to her, more of a loyal companion. So the signs that are really coming out for me in this is our Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Then we have Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy. Double Aquarius energy with this Star card. But I am going to pull some zodiac cards just to get a little bit deeper in here. But yeah, you and your grandmother, y'all were really, really close. I'm getting that y'all probably like towards the, I was about to say at the end of life. So I'm thinking your grandmother is passed away for most of you all in here. You lived at a distance, or you live at a distance now. Libra. Is it showing? Okay, Libra. Aries. The fact that it's all the ones that I was calling that I saw. Cancer. Remember, this is the sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs. Pisces. And Leo. And it makes more sense because now that I get to these oracles, you have the Justice card, the animals, and the transformation. So now we're getting into the messages. I'm going to pull out all of your oracle cards. So we have the Justice that's coming up in the reverse. For some reason, my light is too bright, so it's not going to show for some reason. The animals, and then transformation. Um, we're going to share that message for later. All right. So starting us off with the moonology, you have the don't let your past hold you back, the South Node. So the first message that's coming in clear from your grandmother is right now, the different trials and things that you're facing right now, do not let them to come in and get you down to the point where you feel like you can't move forward. You have some things that have happened in your past that are still kind of like holding on to you and touching on to you, and you may have not got justice for them. Your grandmother sees this, your grandmother feels the energy of it, and she wants you to know to not let the past of what has happened to you to get you down. The areas where you haven't gotten justice for how you may have been treated, or what may have been done to you, what may have been said. It may have been some grievances with some parents, okay? In here, and that's why that justice coming up in the reverse, where they're saying don't let it hold you back, don't let them hold you back to put you into a place where you're no longer at anymore. I'm getting in here that you're at a place of elevation in your life, okay? And in this place of elevation, it's important for you to not allow the things of the past to come in and hold you back and remind you of where you used to be, and to keep you from moving forward. Then we have this animals card that's coming out. I'm getting in here is the aspect of your grandmother is saying follow your natural intuition, your natural instincts. But if you have a pet, she's saying give that pet a hug and a kiss for her. She's saying give them a hug and a kiss for her. I'm getting in here that you may have had an animal. I'm getting a dog heavy. We're just looking at this picture. Oh, I just saw the bird with the dove. That may mean something to you all. You all may have looked at birds or did like bird watching. But in this, oh my gosh, all these different animals are starting to show off in this picture, and I never noticed. But she's also saying take care of your animal, give your animal a little bit more care and love. I'm getting that if your grandmother has passed over, that she does put some of her energy into your animal. Okay, so your animal may serve as a Robin, as I like to say in one of my book series, as someone who connects with the other side as a way to share those emotional pieces that they want to share with you. Now, your grandmother is saying that you're currently going through a process of transformation, and that's why certain things are going, it's really, really hard for you right now because it's a transformation type of period. But with this summer card, bask in joy and light, she's saying to still try to take it light, even if it seems like troubles and things are coming for you and you don't really fully understand what's going on or the path that you're headed into or where you're trying to get to. She's saying to keep basking into that energy. And know that certain things are going to come aware for you, okay? But she sees your hurt right now. She sees your pain. She sees your heart. She sees that you feel lonely at times. And in those times, if you hear random sounds in your room, that's your grandmother trying to knock or make a sound to make you want to look up. If you keep her picture or something somewhere near you, in that space, that's where she oftentimes goes into to connect with you. So make sure you spend time in that space. She's saying hope is a conduit for miracles. So she's saying stay hopeful. Stay hopeful in your goals. Stay hopeful in where you want to see yourself get to. Stay hopeful in your future. Stay hopeful in your prayers, okay? And talk to her. She has my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. So she's saying don't give up on the faith, okay? If you've been feeling yourself being a little bit down, it just means, have a little bit more faith and understanding that everything happens for a reason and that you're going to be taken care of. And even if you don't see it right now, it's all going to come together, okay? That's exactly what she's saying. It's all going to come together, even if you don't really understand it or don't see it right now. So we're going to pull a butterfly message. Time moves slowly, but it passes quickly, by Alice Walker. So she's saying do not fear time. Okay? Don't fear time because it does move slowly, but it also passes quickly because anything can happen. 1 second, one person can be here, and another second they could be gone. So she's saying take advantage of the time that you have here on this earth still, to do the things that you love, to do the things that you really, really want, because that's what's going to keep guiding you into the path where you're supposed to be at, okay, pile number 1. But that's the message that I have for you all from your grandmother. I can't spend too much time on each one of these piles just to keep myself from getting too attached to the messages that's being said. But if you feel any of it resonated with you, feel free to let me know down below. Get some flowers, some purple and pink flowers too. But I appreciate you all, and as always, always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Period. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hey butterflies, that's selected pile number 2. Welcome to your messages from your grandmother. Okay, so in this reading we are going to get into messages from your grandmother. I'm going to start us off with your relationship, what your relationship was like with this grandmother. Okay, then I'm going to pull some zodiac cards. Now when I press record on your pile, it was 1331 on the time, and y'all know I'm really big on synchronicities with my butterfly effect messages. So I strongly encourage for you to check out 1331 to see how that number resonates with you. It really talks a lot about on making sure that you pay attention to your thoughts, what you're feeling in the midst of that time. Are they positive? Are they negative? And things of that nature. Okay, so we're going to get into just the reading in general though. So we have the 2 of Cups just coming out in the reverse, the Emperor, and the 6 of Batons. All right, so off the bat, this grandmother, she let you have your way a lot. Your parents, they didn't like it. They didn't like the relationship that y'all had. A lot of people didn't like the relationship that y'all had. You had a lot of people who felt like you were the favorite. And they felt like your grandmother played favoritism with you. You have the Emperor that's coming up in the reverse, which gives Libra energy. But with this Emperor coming up in reverse, I'm getting is that your grandmother was not like a big authoritative type of figure. She was someone who was very thoughtful, who was very caring, who asked a lot of questions, who wasn't very judgmental in a lot of her work. But she was very like big on celebration, celebratory. She loved to celebrate you and your accomplishments. She was one of the first people there for you to celebrate and enjoy those different accomplishments and things with you. She was like your biggest cheerleader. That's what I'm getting. Definitely with the 6 of Batons energy, your grandmother was your biggest cheerleader. Okay, so if you played in sports, your grandmother was probably the one who was there before your parents. Okay, to support you or find ways to show up for you, to encourage you to keep going, or you know, working in the area, whatever it is that you're working on. That's coming up in here strong and heavy. Now with this 2 of Cups energy even more, I'm getting that your grandmother may have been divorced or had multiple marriages in here with this energy, but it's still just reminding me that if you had, you know, siblings or cousins or whatever, they felt like your grandmother liked you more than them for some reason. Okay, they felt like she was, yeah, she's your guardian angel right now too. She's your protector, because I just pulled a clarifier from this deck and the best card came out, and the best card is all about protection, a divine protection. Even if you don't know them to be there, they may be very subtle in whatever it is that they're doing, but they're there. Okay, so I'm going to lay out your oracle cards and then we're going to get into this reading. Okay, we have empowerment that's coming up, life purpose, freedom, it has a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. And I mentioned Libra. Oh, now that I say that, I did not pull the zodiac cards. All right, what's the zodiac cards of the grandmothers in this pile? We're reading for the sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Okay, Capricorn, Pisces. Ooh, both of them came out. Aries, Gemini, and Taurus. All right, so grandmother is saying a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra energy. She may have had some Libra in her, okay? But what she is saying is that in this situation, you need to make a decision. You may be making a decision on breaking up with someone or switching something or moving, of doing something different, okay? You may be worried about if you're going to fail or if you're going to be able to accomplish something in the midst of this problem, okay? But your grandmother is saying that you are going, is a win-win outcome, is very forecast, okay? You just need to find a way to find your empowerment. Your grandmother knows that you're going through some different feelings right now. Your grandmother knows that you're going through some different, a lot of you all in this pile is going through different bouts of depression, okay? And that's why this empowerment card came out in the reverse. It's the fact of your grandmother sees that you're having a hard time of keeping yourself motivated, of keeping yourself, of wanting to keep pushing forward and moving towards your goals or whatever it is you're working for, because it's like you may do things and keep getting hit with setbacks. You know what I'm saying? So it may have you feeling like am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? And in this, your grandmother wants to tell you that you need to stay steadfast. You need to keep speaking life into yourself, even if you don't have anyone else around you who is speaking life into you, because your grandmother really wants you to follow your life purpose, because this is something that she's saying that she feel like she didn't really get a chance to do. She didn't get a chance to follow her life purpose in the manner that she wished that she could have followed her life purpose. Y'all, I'm about to start crying now because I'm feeling this. Hold on one second. Your grandmother feels like she lived a life where she had to follow certain traditional routes, traditional things, okay? She didn't have a lot of freedom. And the reason why she was very, very close to you, y'all, I feel y'all power so heavy right now. Let me know if y'all feel me in this reading. Please let me know if y'all feel me, because I feel y'all energy. The reason why your grandmother loved you so much and celebrated you so much and stood up for you so much was because she saw pieces of herself in you that she wasn't able to live and be. She saw pieces of herself in you that was able to break different curses and things that she wasn't able to address, I guess you could say, with her, because that's why this life purpose and this freedom card is coming out heavy. Your grandmother wants you to know that everything that you're doing right now is just aligned with your life purpose, and you're taking the harder route. You're taking the harder route. You're not taking the easy route. You know, you could have took the easy route and got to where you were trying to get to, but you chose to take the harder route. And then you taking the harder route, it's going to give you more freedom when you do reach where you're trying to get to. But she's saying that she knows that it's hard, you know, but she wants you to keep being devoted and committed to your purpose. Keep being devoted and committed to your pathway, your purpose, what you're called to do. Even when it doesn't make sense, even when it feels difficult, even when it feels like you're down to your last, okay? Identifying, because she has faith in you. Your grandmother has faith in you. She has a lot of faith in you. I'm being called to pull a time card. When is a breakthrough, Grandma? Grandma, when is a breakthrough going to come through for pile number 2? So I feel like pile number 2, a lot of you all in this pile, like you're waiting on a breakthrough. You're waiting on a breakthrough. Like you need a sign, some type of positive sign to tell you that you're on the right path, that you're doing the right thing, that you're following the right thing, that, you know, you're cared for, that, you know, something isn't wrong with you or whatever the case is, okay? You're on the right path. You have 9 months is coming out. And it makes me think of, you know, the manifestation of a child, you know, the development of the child and the baking of the child in the oven. You know what I'm saying? But your grandmother is saying in 9 months, your life is going to be totally, totally different from what it is right now. And to hold out before giving up. Hold out before giving up on something. Before giving up on a dream or goal that you have. A dream or goal that she believed in you on. You know what I'm saying? And then you have April that's coming out. Hold up! This is July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 9 months! Wow! 9 months and April came out. So by next April, your life is going to be totally, 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 totally different. And this pile, just stay devoted and committed to what it is that you're supposed to be doing, even in the tough and the, you know, difficult moments, okay? You have, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Your grandmother is saying, lean on God, lean on the universe, lean on purpose, okay? And keep faith. Keep the faith in everything, okay? You have, I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. So your grandmother is saying, oh, and look at the moon cycles. But your grandmother is saying, she knows that you allow yourself to get afraid when you can't see certain things, you know. But she wants you to go back to the drawing board and just keep trying. Keep going. Keep going. Choose love. Choose love for yourself. Choose prosperity. Choose the unknown, even if you got to go it alone, okay? But those are the messages from your grandmother, pile number 2. I'm about to get up out of here because I still got 2 other piles that I got to do, honey. And if they about to have me out here being emotional in the manner that y'all pile just had me get emotional, because I'm feeling these grandmothers, honey. You know, I'm a grandmother's baby. I love my grandmama. You know what I'm saying? And so reading that was a little, it was a lot. It was a lot because I felt the energy, y'all. But as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Period. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. All right, for my butterflies, I selected pile number 3. This is your reading, okay? So we're going to get into your cards. You got the 9 of Cups that's coming out, the 5 of Cups, and then the Knight of Batons. And all of these are coming up in reverse. Ooh, okay. So this is actually a grandmother of what I'm getting, y'all. This is a grandmother. Y'all didn't have a really close relationship. I don't think y'all grew up around each other. You wanted to grow up around each other, okay? You wanted to, because it's like, I get that you used to do like a lot of visiting. This was a grandmother that you visited a lot. You used to like to visit or go see them, or when you would go for like holidays or something of that nature. That's when y'all relationship will be close. Now, because with this 9 of Cups being in the reverse, you know, it's 1 cup away from being the 10 of Cups, was the ultimate fulfillment, the family, everybody being together, emotional fulfillment, things of that nature. So with this 9 of Cups being in the reverse, it's telling me that there was some level of, you know, fulfillment that wasn't there. It was some type of distance, okay? Some type of lack of not having enough of something when looking at trying to get those cups, okay? Getting all of those cups. That lack was coming into play. Now, with this 5 of Cups coming up in the reverse, it's the sense of when you were around grandmother, and there's a lot of water energy in here, a lot of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but when you were around your grandmother, like y'all enjoyed each other. I feel like y'all used to like watch movies, look at the sky. Some of y'all used to plant flowers, okay? Or have even some type of garden with your grandmother. Oh, that's so cute. Now with this Knight of Batons, I'm getting is that she was a gentle spirit because it's in the reverse with this fire energy, okay? It's a lot of water. I feel like the water energy took over the fire energy in your grandmother. Very passionate person, very loving person, very giving person, very humble person, okay? Now with this Knight of Batons energy, I'm just getting, she wasn't someone who tried to start fights. She used to try to keep balance with everything. You know, she was like the peacekeeper in situations. But y'all weren't super, super close though. But it was something that you wanted. You wanted to be closer and she wanted to be closer, but it's just something that it wasn't able to happen. Let's get into some zodiac signs. This is our sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs for the grandmother. We have Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Capricorn, and Scorpio. All right, so let's get into your oracle cards. You have the Answers card, Closure in the reverse, Commitment in the reverse. Then you have a new romantic cycle begins, New Moon in Libra. Libra energy was coming out too. Okay, yeah, Libra's right there. Because with this commitment, that's Libra energy. So a new romantic cycle begins. Your grandmother is saying, get ready for something new. Get ready to get answers to something that's going to help you close out a cycle. Some of you all in this pile, for pile number 3, is related to a relationship, a love situation. Your grandmother is saying that be prepared for some answers to come in regards to this love situation or this relationship, okay? She's saying that right now you don't have closure, but you do have closure that's going to be coming, and that's why that closure and the commitment is coming out. So there's been some type of issues or problems that's going on in some type of relationship or love situationship, and your grandmother sees it, okay? She sees it or feels it. Okay, some of y'all grandmothers are still alive in this one, but for a lot of you, I'm getting that she's on the other side in the other realm. Okay, now with this commitment and this closure aspect is the aspect of your grandmother sees that there's been some dysfunction that's going on within your love relationships or situationships. She sees that you're not being cared for in the manner that you should be being cared for. You're not being respected in the manner that you should be respected. Okay. Sorry, I know I look down at the cards when I'm going because it's like I get messages through the clairvoyance by seeing, okay? But in here, grandmother is saying hold tight, hold fast. Everything is going to work out for you, because that's why this snake shed old skin is coming out. Grandmother is saying that you need to shed some old skin. You need to shed some people and some things that aren't good for you. You need to shed off some thought processes that are no longer working for you as well, that you may have been allowing yourself to be held to with certain standards, okay? But with this new romantic cycle begins, grandmother is saying get ready to be single, or know how to care for yourself in a single manner, but it's some relationship changes in some kind of way. We got the Queen of Batons that's coming up in the reverse, okay? So there's going to be a little bit of discord your grandmother is saying look out for. Some type of relationship discord that's going to be coming up. Now, it may not be the breaking up, okay? That is not going to be for everyone with the breaking up, okay? But I'm definitely getting that there's going to be some type of discord, and grandmother is saying that, like, speak your mind. You may need to cause some drama if it needs to be caused in a fruitful type of way, whether if it's telling someone a piece of your mind, whether if it's removing your support for certain people or things of that nature, okay? But grandmother is definitely saying that you need to stick up for yourself. Be more committed to yourself, okay? Do not be afraid to walk away from certain things or people who are not aligned with where you need to be, okay? With this snake shed old skin, be prepared to let go of some old stuff that's no longer working for you, pile number 3. Grandmother is saying that she sees it from the other side. You're going to have to let go of something or someone, okay? And like I said, it may not be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship, okay? It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Take it as it resonates to you. But grandmother is definitely saying that you need to shed some old skin or something that is no longer working for you and where you're at right now. You got the best card that came out. That came out with pile number 1, too, I think. It was a pile number 2. But in here, best is a protector. Grandmother is trying to protect you from some further harm. Whether you see it or not, grandmother is trying to protect you from some further harm that is trying to happen behind your back that you do not see, okay? Some lying that you do not see behind your back. Grandmother said, don't be no fool out here. She ain't raised no fool. You weren't raised by no fool. So the universe has your back cards. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. The presence of love will always cast out fear. Love yourself, okay? And the more love you have for yourself, the less likely you'll be to allow yourself to get lost in someone else's process, I guess you could say, okay? Your butterfly note, change is inevitable. Why hold on to what you have to let go of? Like, did I really break your heart? Or was it all my fault? Listen, baby, was it all my fault? Change is inevitable, though. So be okay with letting some stuff go if you need to let it go. Everything's not meant to last forever. But that's your message that I have from your grandmother in this message, okay? Feel free to let me know down below if any of it resonated with you. Leave a comment, share, subscribe, all of that jazz, okay? If you're interested in a personal reading, all the details for personal readings are down below in the description box. With that being said, we're going to move on to the next pile. All right, for my butterflies, I selected pile number 4. Busy 4. We're going to get into your grandmother messages. Hopefully y'all don't have me out here emotional. I'm sitting here, I got stuff. Hopefully y'all don't have me emotional like pile number 1 and 2 had me, honey. Had me all in the dang on feelings. I felt all of the energy, okay? But we're going to start this off with your tarot, okay? Then we're going to get into your oracle. Now, with the tarot, we're going to look at what your relationship was like with your grandmother. Then we're going to get into their zodiac signs, what their zodiac sign may be, okay? And then we're going to get into the messages from your grandmother, okay? So you have the Devil card that's coming out in the reverse. That's our Capricorn energy of what's standing out to me. The Knight of Cups. And then the Ace of Coins. All right, so off the bat, the first thing, this is a grandmother that taught you a lot about money, finances, or she used to probably spend a lot of money on you in some kind of way. I'm getting that she was stylish Okay, she was very, very beautiful. I'm getting a stylish type of energy. I'm getting a charmer type of energy. I'm getting the type of person who could like talk a storm down, basically. Like a storm come up and she like, storm, I need you to go away and let the sun come out again. And all of a sudden the sun coming out again, okay? She was someone who was able to calm different things, okay? Calm problems and issues that may be happening down. Okay, with this devil card energy, I feel like she knew her power. She had a lot of power. She had a lot of status in community. Okay, I feel like she had people who didn't like her because she was like a straightforward type of person. I feel like she said what was on her mind and she meant what she said. Okay, she was like, I said what I said. Now whether you heard me or not is a whole nother conversation. Okay, so with this devil card, I feel like she was someone who she was straight to the point too, though. So like she was a charmer. She made people feel good. She made people feel welcome in situations, but she was to the point in everything or whatever that she did. She didn't beat around the bush. Okay. She was a straight shooter with a lot of her energies. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting father side for this one. I didn't get any sides for any other of the piles, but in this pile it's speaking to me heavy that this is most likely the grandmother on your father's side. Who is giving you this message, okay? But she's saying hold your ground. That's the first thing that's coming to me, honey. And hold your ground and be fruitful. But let's get into your... Oh, we're going to do the zodiac signs first, sorry. So we're going to do the zodiac signs. It could be their sun, moon, rising, or their Venus. And then we're going to get into the oracles, okay? So we have Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Pisces. All right, so let's get into these oracles. So you have manifestation, spirit guide. I felt in here that she's like a spirit guide for those of you who is passed away, but for a lot of you all, this grandmother is still alive, and she's like your angel on earth. Then you have happiness. So your moonology from them is you and your loved ones are safe. And that's the new moon in Cancer, which is our 4th house of home. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. All right, so your grandmother is trying to get in your, she's trying to get in your ass, pile number 4. This is a strict message, and that's why these cards came out in the reverse, okay? Because manifestation came out in the reverse, spirit guide came in the reverse, and happiness came in the reverse, okay? Grandma got some messages to say. She's saying what she's about to say. She's saying it because she loves you, okay? She's saying it because she loves you and not because she has anything against you, okay? But she was like, you know how she is. She's going to tell you what she needs to say, okay? Because she knows it needs to be said. But what I'm getting in here is that she said you need to change some of your path or your direction up a little bit and revamp your plans with something that you're working on with this manifestation. She's saying the reason why it's not coming along and together is because you're not being a team player enough. You need to learn how to become more of a team player and work with other people a little bit more. Build group, build community, okay? It's something really, really big. She said once you be able to build that community and that connection with community, that's when you're going to see your manifestation starting to become aligned for you, okay? But she's also saying that she knows that this is something that you've always had an issue with. You may have been more of a loner. In this pile number 4, you probably didn't spend a lot of time with people, but then now like the work and stuff, what you're trying to do is pushing you to have to spend time and be around people. But it's just like, if you were never raised to really understand how to do it, how you gonna do it, okay? So grandma is saying that you need to get out there and learn how to do it. You need to learn how to till on some fruitful land. You need to get into some hard work. You need to get to the nitty gritty, basically, okay? You need to be your own guide. She's saying stop looking outside of yourself and to other people to try to get answers for things that you can have answers to for yourself, okay? This happiness, with this coming up in the reverse, is the aspect of your grandmother is saying happiness is found inside of you and it's not inside of anyone else. So do not be searching for your happiness in anyone else because it's only inside of you. Boo-boo, okay? She's saying that heavy with this peacekeeper message that's coming out, okay? Stick to your path, whatever it is that you need to focus on, but then still figure out how you can work within the collective at the same time to get different messages and things across, how it needs to be put across, basically. Yeah, that's definitely coming out. Heavy, baby, you are so heavy on me. Heavy. Yeah, pile number 4. Sorry, I just started going to a whole nother realm in this. Grandmother is saying for you, she just had a straight message. Your manifestation, build a stronger community, change up your plan a little bit, okay? Let go of some of your ego. Do not search outside of yourself for happiness, okay, of where you're trying to get to. You have the Moot card, which is our Empress card energy. Grandmother is coming through as an Empress. But in here, she's also saying for you to connect with your Empress energy, connect with your inner being, connect with your inner power, okay? And have more faith in yourself and what it is that you bring to situations around you, okay? Let's get to your butterfly note from your grandmother. Time moves slowly but passes quickly. Somebody else got that one, I feel like. She's saying time is not on your side right now, and you need to get to the pedal to the metal and start getting done what you need to get done. That's what she's basically saying. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Be you authentically, okay? Walk in your weirdness, okay? Don't be afraid to show that in your groups and settings and things of that nature. Happiness is your birthright. So you have the right to be happy. You have the right to, get all the things that you really want to get and have in your life, okay? You just have to have trust and faith that you're going to get it. And grandmother is saying, like, get to the nitty gritty and get it done. You know what I'm saying? Get to the nitty gritty and get it done so that you can rest later. Work now, rest later. Is heavy of what I'm getting in here with this message for you all today, with this message from your grandmother. But that's the message that I have for you all in regards to this, for messages from your grandmother. I'm actually going to pull a time. When is a breakthrough going to come through for pile number 4? When is a breakthrough going to come through? You got about 5 years. A major breakthrough is going to come through in your life. 5 years, a major breakthrough is going to come through in your life. Do I know what that major breakthrough is going to be? Nah, I don't, honey. But if you're working on something that takes a long time for it to come into fruition, then that's exactly what's being talked about right now, okay? But that's the message that I have for your message from your grandmother. Feel free to let me know down below if you feel any of it resonated with you. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Period. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.